Hey everybody, it's Tommy with a better time, and it's Friday. We're going to be talking all things Seiko today. Before I get rolling, I know that Seiko is a brand that my cat just saw a squirrel out the window. So if you hear something go crazy, that's because my cat just saw a squirrel. This is one of those, there she goes. This is one of those watch brands that people who are watch snobs love to hate because they're not made in Switzerland. And then on top of that, in 1969, they introduced the quartz watch. The quartz watch admittedly almost killed the watch industry. There's been 15 billion videos done on this, so I won't spend a ton of time. I will say this, quartz watches are incredibly accurate and they have their place. They really do. I don't just buy and sell watches, I work on them. And of course, I prefer a mechanical watch. You know, it's got a beating heart. And to me, that's the romance of watches. So am I a huge quartz fan? Absolutely not. But if it's on somebody's wrist and they're doing this instead of looking at a phone, well, then I'm a lot happier. You know, I love the wristwatch. So they have their place. They're very accurate. But I'm not going to be talking about any of those today anyway. We're going to be talking about Seiko mechanicals. Primarily today, automatics, although I do have some manual wind Seikos in the store as well. In 1881, Seiko started. There's a gentleman by the name of Kentaro Hattori. I love that name, Kentaro Hattori. He started making clocks and working on clocks in Japan. And in 1923, they made the first watch under the name Seiko. And since then, it's just been, you know, a really huge company. They've done the timing at Olympics. They you know, they're just, and they've had a lot of innovations, you know, whether you like the company or not. They really have been a very innovative watch company. And you know, their kinetic watches, which for all intents and purposes were the first watch to combine winding the watch the way a mechanical watch winds by moving your wrist, getting the weight inside to oscillate, and yet having a ticking second hand because it was still timed quartz style. Very, very high tech, especially for its time. Now, the first watch I'm going to be talking about is a watch that was actually made in Japan for the Japanese market. This is a Seiko Advan. If you know Advan, this is Grand Seiko, obviously, is really the top of the line for them. King Seiko, Grand Seiko more than all, then King Seiko. But Advan, this was Seiko's just for the Japanese market. So if you see there, we've got a beveled crystal, a very cool green face with that sweep second hand. Now this was the first of their movements to have a hacking mechanism. Now you see right there it says Friday, right? Now if I pull this out, the stem all the way out, it's going to stop the second hand, and then when you push it back in, the second hand is going to start again. This is great when you're trying to synchronize. Now check out the number, the letters on Friday. When we depress that winding stem in, you're going to see it switch to the Japanese symbol for the day of the week. Then just above the 6 o'clock position, which of course is obscured because that is just always the way it works. And this is there we go. We'll just move that a little bit. And you'll see that looks like a sun, right? That you'll see that on all of the Advan lines. If you look up the price of Advan, these do not sell for what normal Seikos sell for because these were, they were built better. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just plain and simple. These watches were built better. They wanted this for their market, and they just did a better job. Movement, fit, finish, hacking mechanisms, things like that. This is signed. It's got the original strap on it, so it is also signed on the clasp. And this is currently listed in the store at $500. If you shop around and you look at Advan watches in other places, you'll get an appreciation for that price because some of these go for ludicrous money and they're only going up in value. The Advans really, as I said, it's just a better product. But So yeah, we're going to be talking Seiko today. That is the Advan. It is in the store, $500. You can make us an offer. You know the drill. I'm Tommy with a better time, and we will see you on the next watch. God bless.